يا جماعة احنا متعصبين لأنه النتورك عنده issue, you know. So it looked like maybe we reached 2 hours, and ده one of the reason قبل أنا كان داير أعملها في ده. I really apologize. Please. I know, sorry, man.
اسمع
أنا آسف جدا يا إدوارد.
سهروا
يا
الناس زي
أنت
سهروا
عارف
ولا شنو؟
ما سهروا أصلا. أنا كان داير أغير network from Spring to AT&T لأنه أساسا look like Spring is not good. It's not helping whatsoever, you know. ده السبب اللي خلاني الليلة كنا داير نشتغل بآيباد، لكن iPad didn't cooperate actually. يعني ما عمل cooperation، لكن إن شاء الله I'm gonna work for this and this is not okay actually.
يا يا
go
رجل
ahead واصل.
اكتم عشان انت تجيب زول تاني.
Go ahead. ده عربيتك ولا شنو؟
دقيقة
قفل الباب.
انا قفلت الباب.
يا اخي ده درامات كثيرة. I'm sorry man. You know. المهم
اسمع
go ahead brother.
الو
يا انت بتتكلم في النقطة بتاعت you know الانقلاب، انه مثلا نازل فعلا لو عمل انقلاب ما بيفشل. We know that, you know. انت سامعني يا ادوارد؟ Oh man, it looked like he. وادوارد ما سامعني الظاهر. You know.
الو هاي
ما عليك انت ما سامعني كان ولا شنو؟
انا ما سامع الصوت كان قاعد يتكرر. هسه انت سامعني؟
يا انا سامعك واضح. You are very clear and loud. So go ahead.
خلاص كويس. يلا عشان انا اختم الكلام اللي قالوا انه نازل كان قاعد يخطط لانه يكون في مسيره ما في مسيره. فعلا كان في تخطيط للندوه يوم 21 شهر 12 لانه المسايا بتاعت بعض الكبار الاعيان تاع اس بي ال ام بالرئاسه بتاعت الحاكم وانا كونغا الحاكم بتاع سنترال اكواتوريا عملوا مبادره انه يعني الندوه بتاع اس بي ال ام ياجلوا من يوم 14 وانه ده المجلس الاجتماع والندوه بتاع النازل ياجلوا لعد من يوم 21 عشان يدوا فرصه للحوار. كويس. الرئيس رفض قال يا اخي ما في الندوه ماشي اجرها يمشي قدام المجلس الاجتماعي بتاع مجلس التحرير. يلا لانه فاقان ذاته جابوا له سكيورتي جارد ومنعه ما يمشي. كويس. منعه ما يطلع من بيته يمشي يحضر اجتماعات بتاع مجلس التحرير. حتى نحن ذاتنا مشينا بيته الصباح. كويس. فده الكلام اللي قاعد اقوله كان في الندوه، لكن الندوه لانه حصل الحرب حصلت يوم 15 بالليل. كويس. بقى ما في تاني الندوه بتاع يوم 21 بقى ما في اي حاجه كده. فكلام اللي قاعد انه فاقان عرض ناس وفاقان مش عمل كده ما صح. الكلام ده كله غلط. ده معلومات مغلوطه ومعلومات ما عنده الصحه وده كلام. بعدين النقطه ثانيه ما كل لازم انت تركز. يعني كلام انا في سؤال في الشو بتاعي قبل كم يوم ادمز سيبت كان سالم يقول انت زارك زول متناقض يعني زي ربويا، وانا سالم يقول انه كده انت كده وكده هو نفى الكلام ده. بعدين زول لازم يكون ثابت يكون ده خطاب يعني نتفق. انا بيتفق معك انه مثلا الكلام اللي قاله الدكتور لازم ان احنا في يعني اتى بقانون في كطبيب ما من الصح يطلع اي معلومات عن اي زول ثاني. انا بيتفق معك في ده. هنا بس ندي ادفايس للزول اللي انا نازل. all of these people they are frustrated. يعني الزول ده هسه محبط كويس، عشان كده هسه قاعد اقول كلام اللي قاعد اقوله ده. for we cannot blame him بس we give him advice انه يا اخي for the sake of his life you stay away, you stay quiet، خليك زيك انت لو جاي تتكلم في حاجات العامه. اما موضوع الكلام اللي قاله بريزيدنت اول امبارح في الندوه يوم قالوا في اول حاجه
في
رئيس في بيكا رئيس اول حاجه يا جونكور، اول حاجه الرئيس عمل غلط. لو عنده مثلا خطاب داير يقدمه ما يقدمه في بيكا، احتراما للزول المات، خليه يمشي يعمل لهم مؤتمر صحفي مع رئيس الدوله. التلفزيون حقه، الرواد الموجود في البلد دول كله حقه، في اي وقت هو ممكن يعمل مؤتمر صحفي. كان يمشي يعمل مؤتمر صحفي ويقول رايه كويس. اثنين، النقطه الثانيه انت رئيس البلد، يعني حتى ولو عنده مشكله شخصيه مع ناس زيل ما ممكن يمشي يقول الكلام ده في اعلان. شوف عمر البشير ده، عمر البشير لما كنا قاعدين نحارب مع الشمال كجنوب السودان وسلفاكير رزار لما كانوا لسه ريبول ورياض مشار وناس باغان ودكتور قرن، هسه اليوم ما انت شفت عمر البشير قال كلام عن دكتور جون قرن؟
of course not.
انت قاعد تكون رئيس بتاع الدوله وانت الرمز بتاع الدوله، يعني انت ذاتك كلام الزي ده لو عندك مشكله شخصيه مع زول ما بيطلعوا، لانه ده اعلى مستوى في الدوله، اعلى مستوى في الدوله وانت بتسامح، لانه انت يا مسؤول عن كل الناس دول كلهم، انت الاب بتاع كل الناس. فكلام اللي قاله الرئيس زي ما انت قلت قبل بخلينا وي كويشن المنتال او فيزيكال منتال بتاع الرئيس كويس. هل هو ذاته يعني هل زي ما انت سالت قبل الرئيس ده هل هو فعلا عقليا، هل هو صحي عقليا؟ لانه انت يعني ما في الرئيس ممكن يقول كلام زي ده والله الا كلام زي زول مجنون في الشارع. طيب اذا كان ده يا رئيس دوله قاعد يتكلم زي ده، الفرق هيكون شنو بينه وبين زول الموجود في الشارع؟ انا هسه قاعد نتكلم في سلام كويس، واي حاجه هسه انتهت، وزي ما قال دكتور قبل بلد ده اي حاجه انتهى في البلد. حتى وزاره سلفاكير نتيجه للحرب بقى is not focusing well whatever many things are happening in the country. انت داير حرب ولا داير سلام؟ دائما انت الزول الكبير الليله انت حاب بتاع البيت، لو اولادك شاكلوا انت الماما كان في زول فيهم قال حاجه ضدك، انت في النهايه انت بتظل الاب مش وبتحاول ترجعه لهطلك. وحتى ابن الضال، الابن الضال ده مش قال لابويا امي ياكل لي تزول بتاع الكنيسه، انت ما تخلينا زول ويكويشن الكنيسه بتاعك اللي انت قاعد تمشي له ده كويس. يعني انت الابن الضال كمثل بتاع الكتاب المقدس طلع من ابوه، مش ابوه اداه قروش، ابوه اداه شنو فات، لكن later on he come back again. ابوه رفضه؟ ما رفضه، قال له يا اخي مرحبا بك كويس، ولبسوه وادوه اكل وده كله. فانت السلفاكير يعني although انا هنا قاعد نختلف معه لكن he's still a president of the country and he's presenting all the South Sudanese and all of us. اي كلام بيقوله يفترض should be يعني اي كلام بيقوله لازم يكون very wise فوقه. بعدين لو لاحظت ليه الرئيس ده عنده مستشارين ما قاعد يكتبوا له كلام، لكن لانه اصلا ده بخلينا نحن زادنا نشوف فوقه، لانه بيتكلم كلام خارم بارم، ده كلام بتاع خارم بارم، ده ما كلام بتاع رئيس دوله كويس. انا يا ريت لو ما كان قتلتهم اسره بتاع جون انا ما بقدر اعمل لكم اي حاجه، ما بتقدر تعمل لهم كيف انت مع الرئيس؟ انت ما تقدر تعمل له كيف؟ وينه معاش بتاع جون؟ وينه معاش؟ عندنا يا كلام قاعد يقولوا فيسبوك هنا انه انتوا عملوا سيستم بتاع معاش في الدوله كويس، وكل زول خليه لما يموت ما محتاج تديه قروش من جيبك، الدوله يديه المعاش حقه يمشي لعياله، يمشي لاولاده، يمشي لاسرته كويس. لانه نحن كل مره ما نقدر ندي نازل، لكن الهم ما قادرين يدوا كلام ده يا جنكور. فوين هاو كلامك اصلا ده مسب، ولانه الرئيس اصلا سلفاكير وصل لغناء اصلا هو داير ولا ما داير في سلام. كان بالحرب انا كلام السميد حتى الجوله مفاضله اجله لحاجات كثيره جدا كويس، لانه انت ما طلعته ويل توك اون ات ليتر، لكن هو كرئيس ولازم يراجع خطابه و you need to cool down. هو الرئيس بتاع الدوله والرئيس بتاع جنوب السودان، رئيس بتاع المواطنين. كلام اللي انت قلته قبل الناس السرد الكثير للناس الكتالون في جوبا والصحفيين ابتداء من ازاي ابرم والناس اللي شردوهم واللي يوم الليله انون جانمان ستيل كيلينج ساوث سودانيز في مجال. الناس في جوبا يا جنكور ماشيين ل9 شهور ما عندهم مرتبات كويس. الناس دي لسه الناس من الوجبتين دي قاعد تاكل وجبه واحده. بعض الولايات في جنوب السودان قاعد ياكلوا قش، قاعد ياكلوا الصفق بتاع الشجر. بعض الولايات في السنتر الاكواتوري بياكلوا مانجا، لانه ده المعزوزين عندهم مانجا بتاعهم قاعد يولد ساكت بالطبيعه كويس. فانت الرئيس بتاع الناس، انت اقو تركز انه كيف تجيب السلام، كيف تجيب الناس دول كلهم. بعد ذاك اذا انت زرقاء مشكله امشي للانتخابات يا اخي، تنازل يا اخي. كل شعب جنوب السودان يجيب زول. فده كلام اللي يفترض ان احنا نقوله، وخطاب بتاع رئيس جنكور خطاب عابط وخطاب اصلا غلط. ودير ولا ما دير الجماعه اللي هيجوا ايوقف سلام مع رياك، ايوقف سلام مع باغانا موم، وما بيخجل، ما يخجل من الكلام اللي قاله ده. وكلامه ده بياكد يا جنكور انه السلفا كير ده حاجه شخصي، وده زول اخذ واصلا ما يفترض يكون رئيس الدوله. شكرا لك.
شكرا brother Edward. شكرا لك كل الشكر. please stick around. زي ما انا قلت قبل في المقدمه، انا قلت الكلام ده في المقدمه قبل، انا قلت يا جماعه we have been talking for long time. Not intellectual South Sudanese, they have been talking. Ya Jamaa, this thing is not good. This president is taking country to nowhere. He doesn't care about the people of South Sudan. Incentive without my peace. Into Simitu, Washanki the Gibela Gut my brother, you know, as well he regret for not killing, you know, former detainees. Imagine Zol Bigul Kalam Zeda, Ashanki Zakarton Gibel, another mother of Juba, as Sahafiyin, at the dictator, Zol can fi England, Zol Shap. جاي عشان يعالج ابناء بلد من اولاد بور، جاء قتلوا وقالوا يا غزول انتحر. اوكي كلتشر بتاع انتحار ده عندنا في جنوبي، ما عندنا كلتشر بتاع انتحار. nobody, South Sudanese, they don't do that. They don't commit suicide. They don't have that culture. Just because simply he spoke about the healthcare in the country, how people should be treated. We could be budgetly healthcare. قتلوا زي ابراهام، قتلوا اخيرا دينبول، جاء قتلوا بس for his association with Malone. Okay, that's why we question, the mental capacity of the president. Lana Assassin is taking country nowhere. Okay, this thing has been going for so long and for so long, but yet, انت عشان انت خايف، ولا عشان انت مثلا عندك اخ، ولا عشان عندك اخت، ولا عشان عندك عمك في حكومه، ما بديك justification انك you will remain silent and you are not saying anything. This country is yours, it's mine, it's our countries. And it is necessarily لأن نحن حاجات نحن هربنا من أجله. جنوب السودان fought for justice, liberty, prosperity. ما بالسهل كده بس نحن خلاص نقول you know what نربي يدينا will forget about all this, and bad things are happening in our country. It's not right. It's not right. So please, I know that we lost a lot of people because for some reason uncertain happened. Shabaka, it went off. So I want you to share so these people, they can come back, so they can benefit, they can learn, they can get some information here, and we can learn from them as well. Just share this video. I ask you, do it please. Okay, if you are concerned, I know that you are concerned, go ahead and share it so a lot of people can get the message out there. Let me go ahead and see. I believe I have a list of people who wanted to come and share their perspective. Okay, all right, let me go ahead and call you here, brother Dude. Hello.
Hey, Jongkor, Kudwal.
Kudwal, this is your first time to come on my live show today.
Oh yeah.
But you have been.
It's my first time.
I've seen that. So, welcome,
yeah, and
brother. I know that you are concerned as well as I do. Hello.
Yes, I'm getting you. I'm getting you right.
Okay. So the floor is yours, brother Dud Machine.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's begin with your topic.
Sure.
I will try not to respond to some of the things that have been said in the show before, because after all, that is not my business.
Okay.
My business is to talk about the topic that you have proposed.
If you want me to remind you about the topic, I can do so. The topic actually.
No, I don't. I don't need any reminder unless you are going to add some words to what you have written.
No, it's okay. That's the one that written. That's what we are talking about today. Mm-hmm.
All right. What we have here is analyzing the speech of President Salva, and more so.
And was it the right thing to do as the leader of the country?
And more so, we are trying to talk about his particular remark of regretting of not having killed the former detainees.
Correct.
One is that in the first place, there was no ground to kill anybody. There were no legal grounds, be it through military laws or through the civil laws or through the constitutional dispensation.
Okay.
There was no ground to kill anybody. But we are in a country where mediocrity is the rule. So it could have been possible for the former detainees to be killed anyway, because Kid had the power to do so. But he knows very well that the lives of these people are in direct contention with his position. So if the former detainees were dead, Kid would be dead either politically or physically. So he should not regret what should have even evicted him out of J1. That said, the statement is wrong morally and politically. It is wrong morally because you cannot wish anybody death. Even if it is him, Salva Kiir, who is now putting so many people of South Sudan at risk, and who is seen to have instigated many loss of lives through the unknown gunmen and through the counterinsurgency and his coach-ass policy. Nobody can wish him death. So morally, the statement is wrong. Politically too, as we speak, Jongkor, what the people of South Sudan want is peace.
Correct.
And the president came out strongly to regret saving somebody's life when we are going back to Addis Ababa for the third round of the high-level revitalization forum. Now tell me, who is going to agree with Salva Kiir to go to Juba when he is regretting having not killed you? Is it not going to be like surrendering back to a lion's den? So what are we talking about here? You know, when people go into a fight, what has been killed in the first place is trust. That means you no longer trust each other. And for you to come back to working together, you must build that trust. You must build some consensus.
Correct.
Is President Salva trying to build trust anymore? So the statement is wrong morally, politically, and it has come at a very wrong time.
Correct. And that's why, Brother Duke, if I may add, you know, or elaborate here. And that's why we have been talking on the social media to our brothers and sisters who are supporting the government. We have been asking that you need to support someone with mental conviction. You are supporting someone who really killed people, who instigated the war, who led country to nowhere, no infrastructure. The cause that we fought for has been lost. We don't know what he's doing. And yet, people were saying that, oh, President Kiir is a man of peace, and you know he's looking for a peace, and peace will prevail, and so on. And now, I want to remind our brothers and sisters who are still supporting. Is that the person that you really wanted to support? Someone that wishing for a citizen to die. Someone who is not interested to bring the peace in the country. Someone who keeps saying that, what is my incentive? Someone who's saying that, what is my reward? Why do I have to sign this peace? What I'm going to get out of it? And you have forgotten that the citizen, the country, they stake a war. And it is necessary to have peace so we can have reconciliation and build that trust. That's the real incentive in the country. Right? Is that someone that we need to continue to support?
I was going to the next level of the interpretation of his message.
Go ahead.
And my next interpretation of his message is this killing regret is a public execution on those with a dissenting voice. Because if the president regrets sparing a life of his critics, then he is telling his armed forces to not spare a life of any critic they come around, whether in Juba or anywhere else they find him, or her for that matter. So this could explain the reason why the government, why the regime and its national security is so blunt on people who are expressing dissenting views. It is a public execution notice. You know, it could be that if any military officer takes law into their own hands and kill anybody who is seen to be a supporter of Paganamum, kill anybody who is seen to be a supporter of Riek Machar, or anybody who is seen to be a supporter of Kir's critic, then this person is acting right according to the president. Because they do not want to spare them a regret again. Okay? So it is a public execution notice to kill anybody who is having a dissenting voice. Now, come to his incentive remark. And this is where I personally think President Salva is a joke. President Salva is a national joke. Why I say it's a national joke is that, you know, when you look at him, he's not only the president, but a liberator, okay? He's not only the president, but a liberator. Someone who fought for about 30 years, you see? And then if you fought all that long, and you come out and you start asking what your incentive would be, you see, what your incentive would be if you sign a peace agreement, then you are a national joke. Because when you are a liberator, when you decide to go to the bush to liberate your people, the ultimate price you have given up is your life.
Yes.
And any liberator who is still alive now, be it Salva Kiir, be it James Wani, be it Lema Kol, be it Paganamum, be it any other foot soldier who is still alive now, is alive by the grace of God. It was not their choice. Their choice was to die for the country. Okay? Their choice was to die for the country. Now Salva Kiir is alive by the grace of God. Thank God he is. What would have been his incentive if he was killed on the front? What is the incentive of the 2.5 million who died?
Good questions.
And this is where you try to question his thinking capability. What happened to our liberator when he became the president? You know,
that's correct.
Yeah, you know, it's really unimaginable. So as we speak now, the people of South Sudan are coming closer to understanding the man. The man has been corrupted by power. And to even make it worse, it is absolute power which has corrupted him, absolutely. So President Kiir is no longer the person we have known. What does he envision? He went ahead to state. He went ahead to instruct his army that you continue to defeat those rocks. What does that mean? He is preparing for war while going to peace talks.
Yeah.
You know? He is preparing for war while going to peace talks. So in that speech, the people of South Sudan should come out and realize that the aspirations, the country they had fought for, the country they fought for to bring in, is indeed being kept hostage by the wrong guy. How wrong is the guy? The guy is so wrong to even try to compare our situation with that of President Bashir. that Umar Bashir did not resign for peace to come. So he should not.
Yeah, would al-Bashir be a role model for South Sudanese? And why we fought against him if he is a good role model for us? You know?
Of all the people, of all the good presidents, and all the good former presidents in this world, President Kiir only found solace in comparing his situation to that of our tormentor. Imagine the kind of leadership we are in. Okay? So Salva Kiir does not care about the people of South Sudan. He only does care about himself. And also to go to the next stage of the interpretation of this. I think when the SPLM leaders, former detainees, came up with a proposal of an exit strategy, I think there is a bundle of package. There is a bundle of package that was proposed for the president to deal with his financial future and that of some of the war crimes he thinks is going to be taken to court for. So President Kiir is asking for an obvious question here. His incentive has already been answered. Maybe those who read for him should again read what the former detainees proposed as an exit strategy for him. He should do so. So the benefit of signing a peace agreement is the benefit of any person who has been a revolution would want to see. Every revolutionary believes in transformation. Every revolutionary believes in the freedom of his people. Every revolutionary believes in change of life, you know. So why is it that the government and its supporters, or rather that Salva Kiir and his supporters, see no ideal in signing a peace agreement that excludes Salva Kiir, and the many people, the many women who carry children on their backs on the streets of Juba, begging for food, could see something better for themselves? Why does it become so hard for one man to go so that our people in the refugees and the IDP camps come out? Why is it so difficult for one person to go so that we could come back to our senses and start revitalizing our economy? Why is it so hard? Why is it so difficult for Salva Kiir? As we speak now, Salva Kiir is a symbol of poverty, he is a symbol of disunity, he is a symbol of death, he is a symbol of all the bad adjectives you could find in English. Now, my brother Jongkor, let's be honest and tell ourselves that President Salva his leadership is a survivor of war. He wants to continue the war so that he can continue to lead through crisis. All right? The guy likes to lead through crisis, and I think that's why this war is not ending.
Correct.
Because if the war ends, and the people of South Sudan will have the freedom of having a fair and a transparent election, then not even his wife, not even Ayen Mayardit could vote for him. Let's be honest. And that is why I want to invoke the sentiments of Mama Rebecca. She once said that if you were to conduct a referendum in Juba at a night time when nobody is seeing you, and then you ask you pose the question that who does not want Salva Kiir, everybody will vote him out. But now that such questions are always asked in the day in the daylight, nobody wants to talk because the unknown gunmen are looking at you anyway.
Yes.
So does it now conclude that President Kiir is the commander of the unknown gunmen? It concludes because he is regretting not having killed somebody. So these people are working at his mercy. You know, the people are working at his mercy. people of South Sudan have seen the future to change.
Correct. Thank
And
you so much,
that,
brother.
for that matter, for that matter, we have to realize where we are. Thank you.
Yeah, I really appreciate it for coming in. Very thoughtful, you know, perspective. That's what we want. We need to speak up. We need to come up, you know. So, do you want to say anything else? So it looked like, yeah, I have long list here of brothers and sisters who are requested. I wanted to bring them on as well, so we can hear their, you know, respective views.
Okay. The last thing I want to say is, one, on the case of the former detainees, the case collapsed in the court, so there was nothing much. And thank God Edward was very clear on the coup issue.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, just to remind the viewers, no, dude, wait, I'm on a call. To remind the viewers, even Tilari himself is saying there was no coup. So go and try to find facts. That is one. Secondly, I am telling the people of South Sudan to unite and determine their future. Thirdly, I am telling Maduda Anyar, I see Wilson Maduda Anyar is here and he's saying that he still blames President Salva for not having killed the former detainees.
Yeah, I seen that.
By the way, yeah, Lulgar is in Juba. If they want to kill the former detainees, they should begin with him. And then maybe they can wait for others to come back to Juba later.
And Tong Chol Maya is ambassador now.
Yes, and Chol Tong Maya. So Wilson Madut begin with Lulgar Kwat and Chol Tong, and then the rest will follow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother Dude Machine, for your perspective. You know, please stick around. Of course, yeah. Let me go ahead here and see the list going on and on. Of course, my brother, I hear you. You know, we should bring women as well. Ustaz Zain, you didn't send a request actually, you know, and that's why I haven't seen it, because the comments are long, and sometimes if you cannot hit the red button, it will be really difficult for me to see your request. So I just came now across your comment, but go ahead and request that so I can bring you as well, you know, because I know you've been waiting for a long time. I've seen you, but I didn't know that actually, you know, you requested any call, so I can bring you in as well. Let me check here. If you request, that would be so great. You are not there. Sas Zain, can you just send me a request? Hit the red button, the green button, and then I will go ahead and call you in. It is very simple. Yep, right there. So I'm calling you right now, Sas Zain. Hello.
Very simple.
Good night there in
Hello.
London.
Good night.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Tafadhal.
I have been trying this for a long time now.
Yeah. معلش.
ايوه معلش ايوه ما انا عارف.
So, Ustaz Zain, we are still discussing the same topic. Topic ما يتغير نفس الموضوع اللي احنا قاعدين نناقش فيه.
Well, في topic ايوه انا التوبيك اللي انا عرفته عنه regarding الكلام بتاعت الرئيس اللي قالوا في اثناء تعبينهم لوفاه جونج. يس، اللي هي في مساله بتاعت يعني هو تاسف لعدم قتله مثلا
للفورمر
ديتينيس اللي كان معاهم.
يس.
قبل ما اخش في الموضوع ده انا كنت حضرت يعني في كلام لواحد بيقول هو طبيب وبعد ذاك في الراجل العسكري ذاك يعني اللي ايوه اللي هو بيتكلم عن عسكري. ايوه يعني كون ده اللي بيتكلم عن عسكريه كتير ده يعني. وهو لو بيسمع في شيئين انا اخذت منه، لانه هو بيغالط في كلمه الدكتور والطبيب. زي أن احنا هسه عايشين هنا في لندن، دايما لو مشيت للجي بي بتاعتك بيقول لي يا اخي انا يعني، او عندك محل يقول لك يا اخي امشي للدكتور بتاعك عشان ما يديك كده كده. الكلام بيتكتب بالانجليزيه يعني. ما معناته هو عنده البي اتش دي يعني في شيء معين، لانه ده الكلمه. وهو في نفسه لعب بكلمتين غير موافق وما يتوافق فيها يعني. وقال انا زول بوليس، يعني كلمه بوليس ذاتها كلمه انجليزيه غير عربيه. فانت ما ممكن تقول انت بوليس، لكن انت بتقول انا بوليس مان يعني. لكن ما ممكن تقول انا بوليس. انت بوليس كيف يعني؟ ده اذا اصله يتلعب بالكلمات. ثانيا قال لك انا زول جيش. ما ممكن تقول انت جيش، تقول انا زول عسكري يعني وكده او شرطي. فبالتالي التلاعب بالكلمات في الوقت ده ما بدي اي فائده. ثانيا نيجي في الحته بتاعت الديتانيس وما ديتانيس ده يعني. كو ايوه لفظه للكو يعني الانقلاب. اولا الناس دي الانقلاب هو بيتكلم في الحادث اللي حصلت في جي 1. ده اللي كان اللي الحكومه ذاته قالوا ده اسمه شنو؟ ده الاتمتد كو بتاعتهم ده يعني. اما الديتانيس اللي هم كان اسمه شنو؟ خدتهم في السجن ده قبل ما يحصل الاتفاقيه بتاعت 2015 اللي جا حصل فوقه مشكله في اسمه شنو؟ في جي 1.
نعم.
يبقى في جي 1 ده كان ده مساله الكو اللي كان بيقول فيها هو الفوق عساكر وكده. لكن اختلاف الناس دي في المؤتمر بتاعت الحزب ومنه طلع رياض مشار، ده ما كان ما موضوع الكو هنا، ده مسألة بتاعت اختلاف في المؤتمر.
نعم.
ومن هنا هو قام حجز الناس دي. فكيف تحكم عليهم بالإعدام في الوقت اللي ده ما انقلاب كان؟ ده خلاف حزبي. الانقلاب اللي هو داير يخد كلمة انقلاب يمكن في بعد ما الجماعة دي جول في 2015 وجا حصل المشكلة في جي 1 وحصل تضارب بالعساكر وكده. ده هو الحته دي. فبالتالي جماعه ديلاك ما كان بالحكم بالاعدام يعني، فلا بد من يمشوا المحاكم. اما بخصوص العسكريه بتاعته اللي هو بيقول لا بد من يحصل اعدام، هو لو بيتذكر هاشيماتا وجوزيف جارن، هاشيماتا ودوه في ضرب بالرصاص جون جارن عملوا له مشنقه يعني، لانه زول مدني يعني. فالمهم النوع ده من الناس هم اللي بيخلطوا بين الاشياء وبدخلوا الناس في متاهات. بيرجع الناس ورا يعني. فهو ذاته زول يعني انا ما اعرف العسكريه بتاعته ده من وين. والناس اللي بيتكلموا ده زي ما قال اسمه شنو، في ناس بالديفرنت بروفيشناليزم. يعني ناس مختلفين كثير، وفي ناس يمكن كان يكون قانونيين اكثر منه كزول شرطي يعني فبالتالي ما يلخبط على الناس في هذه اما بخصوص قول الرئيس انه هو يتاسف، وانت فعلا خديت الشريط وجاء واضح شديد جدا جدا انه يعني ريجريت انه كون انا كان مفروض يعني اقتل الناس ده يعني. الرئيس بيوضح او بيدي صوره بتاعت انه زول وصل مرحله بتاعت افلاس، الفراغ الذهني.
نعم.
يعني رجعت لمساله بتاعت الطفوله ذاك يعني انا ممكن كان بقتله لو ما في كنت عملت كده وما اشياء من النوع ده يعني. هو ناسي انه هو اساسا مما جاء وفي الناس اللي هو خدتهم في الجيش زي ما كان قبل ادوارد بيقول هو اول ما جاء في الرئاسه اول زول يمكن شالوا من حته بتاعت الشيف اوف ستاف ده.
نعم.
ما شالوا وياي طوالي وخدت نفسه في محل ما كان قرق ما خدته في الحته دي يعني. ايوه هو اول شيء اول حاجه شال وياي عشان ما يجي عشان هو يجي في المحل ده يعني. لو كان داك هاي كان داك قرن هاي كان وياي هو الشيف اوف ستاف يعني. ما كان
ما مقاطع يا استاذ زين يعني. وده السبب اللي بخليني انا دائما I question mental capacity بتاع president because today انت the way president acting is start mid 2012 يعني انت بتشوف تصرفات الرئيس ما تصرفات الزول مثلا بيقدر بيعمل unity يعني it divide all entire nation it divide all entire communities. ونحن شفنا الكلام ده في رومبيك شفنا الكلام ده بالنسبه لابوك واغوك شفنا الكلام ده all the way in northern upper Nile between Ruweng you know and Chulu community and Nuer community شفنا الكلام ده in central Equatoria and it keep going on and on and on and on you know. والناس people are still not realizing that in زول ما بيخدم ذات حتى المصالح بتاع community بتاعه his own small clan is not serving their own interest and people are still not waking up you know. فده حاجه اللي قاعدين يحيرين بخلينا to question his mental capacity لانه زول اللي عنده يعني مثلا وعي عقليا بيقدر بيحس بموت بيقدر بيحس بالمرض بيقدر بيحس بالحرب والحاجات البطاله اللي قاعد يحصل له يقول you know what if I am a problem why not making a right decision عشان الناس زي اللي يقدر يمشي قدام بحياتهم. instead مثلا انت تقول يا اخي why do I have to sign a peace what is my incentive انا الريورد بتاعي شنو you know انا البكشيش بتاعي شنو ولا مثلا هنستفيد مني شنو هتستفيد منه شنو كيف وشعب مغلوب وشعب في الحرب والناس جايين يموتوا كل يوم مره بيموت بجنة وجنة صغير بيموت والزول الكبير يموت. ده ما انسنتيف لما مثلا يكون في real reconciliation among the شعب among the nation. ده ما real incentive لما يكون في سلام عشان الناس يزرعوا ويكون في حاجات دل. اوكي جو هيد ام سوري.
الحوسه بتاعت الحكم ده خلاه في مجالات كثير بيفلت حتى في كلامه يعني كثير. وبعد ذلك بتشعر الحل بوراه في سبينس يعني الناس اللي بيقدروا يجهزوا له الكلام والا الناس ذاته في نفس الوقت بيكونوا يعني. هو قبل كده بيقول يا اخي انا خدت فلان في منصب فلان بكره ما تجي ناس واحدين يجي يقول لي انا خدت فلان طلعوا وهو فعلا هيطلعوا وبعد ذاك يخد فلان وبكره هو يطلع. بديك انه زول في مخه ذاته ما في شيء مرسوم يعني. ده زول متقلب المزاجات يعني ممكن في دقيقه يقلب في ثاني. وده بوريك انه هو اساسا ما كواليفاي للقياده. قيادته يعني تعبان والنسل من وراه تعبان. زول متقلب المزاجات وممكن يسمع كلام زول ده الليله وبكره يسمع يعني حاجه ثانيه. عشان كده هو ذاته قدر ينسى انه هو اوريدي اخذ الانسنتيف بتاعه. عنده بيت كبير في نيروبي عنده مزرعه في يي عنده مزرعه في جوبا عنده آلاف من الابقار وعياله كله. ما ده هو الانسنتيف ذاته
كوريكت.
ايوه بالنسبه لزول انتهاء طبعا بمعنى اخر هو كان بيحارب عشان ما يلقى انسنتيف وهو لقى مرته بقى الحمد لله عنده ملايين بقى عنده منظمه. ده ما انسنتيف لكن نسى ده لانه هو ما عنده تركيز ذهني لغايه ما يعرف انه انا كسبت ما عليه يعني. هو وقت كان في الغاو عنده ملايين زي ما هسه هو عنده ملايين. ده انسنتيف. ولاحظ انت شلته من منو يعني؟ شلته من دماء الشهداء شلته من خشمه بتاعت المواطنين الحسب بده ياكلوا جيش ولا يشهدوا شنو ده كله ده انت شلته لنفسك. زول بيسالك فوق ما في. انت بتشير للناس تانيين انه كوربت وانت بتشير لنفسك ذاته انه انت كوربت. ده ما انسنتيف هسه
يس
كونه ايوه هو بيحسبها كيف لكن لانه مخه اتلخبط خلاص والناس اللي حوله لدرجه انه ما بيعرف انه هو خلاص لكن عاوز يبقى حوض رمله عشان بس كل ما يكب يسكت ويكب ويسكت ويكب ويسكت. الناس اللي بيقتلوا الناس اللي هم سموه هم اللي سموه يعني non gunmen de حكومة فوق بوليس فوق ناشونال سكيورتي فوق كل انت تجي تسمي قال انون يعني بوليس ده قاعد يعمل في شنو السكيورتي قاعد يسوي في شنو انت ذاتك كلام دكو وانت تعين وتشيل وتعين وتشيل ولسه في قتل وفي بمعنى اخر القاعد يدير الناس ده منو ما قاعد يدير وانت ذاتك
of course.
عشان كده انت بتقول ما معروف لكن معروف لك تماما يعني مش قال انت ما عارف. الكو ده شيء مصنوع كلمة صنع بس عشان يقولوا فيه لكن ناس كثير حتى مسبني الشحبه قال ما ده شيء واضح. فما أعرف الراجل اللي بيجي يقول أساسا كان في كولا هو ذاته مهووس ولا عنده يعني حب العسكرية ده عمل
لا مشكلة بتوع ما مهووس ولا مشكلة بتوع عنده حب العسكرية. أنا عارف ما كل داير يعمل شنو الموضوع بتاع ما كل وداير يجي يقول جدا ونادى تانيين ديل مجرمين. أما الراجل هو بيعملوا سبورت هو بريء. That's all behind thing. أنا فهمت النقطة بتاع my brother لأنه قبل غلط دي وقال لي كير ما قال الكلام ده وقال لي ما في انقلاب لكن طبعا العالم أثبتت بأنه ما كان في انقلاب. أوكي أنا جيت I play the audio what audio أثبتوا بأنه كير قال كذا وقال كذا وقال يا أخي regret for not taking their life وده كلام واضح. شفته أنا يا أستاذ زين شكرا أنا بشكر كل الشكر لكلماتك اللي أنت تكلمته. أنا داير أديك the last word so I can move on عشان نجيب ناس ثانيين كمان. Okay, go ahead.
لا شكرا جزيلا انك انت اديتنا الفرصه دي يعني. الشيء الواحد يمكن داير يقول او ينبه بعض الناس انه هنا الناس تعرف تماما انه الجهه الحاسه مسيطره على الحكم هي جهه ما بتقدر تودي الناس تاني شبر لقدام انما ناس جاهزين لدمار الدوله. يعني هم تاني قصة المواطن وابتعد كله بقت لهم زي لعبة. يعني ممكن هم يعملوا أي مجهود يضيعوا فيه كمية بتاعت الناس زي ما حسا بيعملوا فيه تأجيل المحادثات في إثيوبيا وعملهم السري واللي هنا نفتكر يمكن إدوارد بكرة يمكن يجيب كلام أو توبيك معقول عشان واحد يقدر أنه مدى بعد لأنه في داخل الإيجاد ذاته في مشكلة وفي هذه المشكلة اللي في إيجاد من وراها بعد أشياء من الحكومة. وهذه الناس ومجموعتها ناس غير صالحين غير واضحين مع المواطن وبيبقى هم يعني زي علة في حياة المواطن الجنوبي ولا بد من التخلص منهم بأي شكل من الأشكال. وإن كان هناك بعض الإخوة أو الناس اللي بيشجعوا الفساد فالناس تقف وقفة واحدة عشان ما تزيل كل هذه الفساد من وجه الشعب الجنوبي يعني.
شكرا. أنا بشكرك كل الشكر أستاذ زين لمداخلتك ولكلماتك الواضحة في سياق ده إن شاء الله. Let me go ahead and see who requested else. أنا عارف إن دي ليست كبيرة يا جماعة في ناس كتار. And let me go ahead here. Yeah, the list goes on and on. Yes, Sister Christine, I'm going to continue, and mix it with English. I know that we have been just going with Arabic, but I'm so sorry, المتحدثين أحيانا they just chose to go that way, but we can mix it, We're going to go ahead and mix it. I'm calling this brother. Let's go ahead and answer. Mr. Sabata, if you are there, go ahead and answer this. It's good to have you, brother.
Oh, Jongkor.
It's been a long time.
I know. Thank you very much for bringing me to the show.
Oh, no problem.
After I have requested it.
Yeah, actually, maybe you came late. I don't know if you read the topic or not, because we were having the first one, and for some reason, technical problem, we get cut off. And I don't know if you are aware of the topic. If you are not, I can repeat it to you again.
Yeah, please repeat it.
Yes.
Let me understand the topic.
Yeah, the topic actually we are talking about, President Kiir regret for not killing the former detainees. That's one. And must we continue? What's going on Is President Kiir in his full mental capacity, you know, to take care of this country? Why he's saying that, you know? So this is what we have been talking about, Sabata.
Okay, thank you very much for highlighting the topic. First of all, I would like to say this, that it was a very bad choice of words that Kiir has decided to pick, and it's very unfortunate that he really picked those words or sentences, because first of all, the former detainees went to Juba under a clear political agreement, and Kiir himself does not have any other option but to cooperate with these former detainees and the other rebel groups to form that interim government of national unity as signed by the agreement that was signed in Addis Ababa.
Correct.
So he has no other choice but to cooperate with the terms that he has signed. Now, it is even very unfortunate that under his watch, that agreement failed. An incident happened in J1 when they were in a meeting with Dr. Riek Machar. How that happened when most of the security apparatus of the country, of the state, were under him. Well, of course, Riek was in control of his forces. But what happened in J1 is part of failure of the leadership of Kiir, because he was pretty much watching the entire implementation of the peace deal and how the temporary government of national unity was constructed. Now, the whole thing collapsed, and people went back now to square one, even though now they are saying that there is a temporary government of national unity functioning.
Sabata, just to get you back, actually Kiir's statement is more focusing on 2013, because if you listen to his statement in full context, he said that in any, you know, elected whatever, you know, president, if someone attempt to overthrow that government, their punishment is death. And he said because they were brothers, that's why he didn't kill them. You know, he listened.
He is wrong.
Yes. You know, so
he is wrong. He is wrong to go back and actually outline those things of 2013. He should have not even brought those things. He should have understood that the rebels went inside under very clear terms, and they were supposed to start from there and move on in order to form peace. You see. Now, whatever happened in 2013, of course, he has his own version of story that he gives. The rebels have their own version, and war happened. But at the end of the day, people came into a political compromise. A peace deal was struck in Addis Ababa, and people were going to implement the peace. He should have continued from there. You see, whatever happened in 2013 shouldn't be something that should be even talked about. That's why he keeps choosing words that does not reflect an intellect of a person who is fit to be a president.
Don't you see that? Because we are crying here on social media every single time that those who support President Kiir, they need to have mental conviction. Don't you, or what can you say to those actually who keep saying that word actually used it before, right? those actually who have been, you know, with President Kiir, and President is good and so on, and, you know, will move with our country. Don't they question if a president that is wishing to kill his own citizen, you know, the former detainees, don't they question that what we have been saying, that he's the one that killed a non-gunman, he jailed the journalists, he killed them, he created the war, you know, the country is heading nowhere, we have no infrastructure, there is no development in the country. Don't they realize that all the things that we have been talking about all along this year, the President Kiir is the one that created it? With this statement, don't they realize this now?
I think those who are still saying that Kiir is doing the right things are ignorant of a very important fact, that we as people of South Sudan, the principles that we accept to live by governs all of us. And if they see Kiir now with his cohorts forming a form of a state that don't seem to respect people's lives. And anybody who seems to disagree politically with their way of thinking is an enemy and needs to be eliminated. And then those people who are saying that is fine, they are simply exacerbating an atmosphere where tyranny is going to exist. And guess what? Tomorrow, next tomorrow, they might end up having children who are educated in the West who could see things differently. When their own children go back to those kind of atmosphere and disagree, whoever is going to be following Kir will pretty much be embracing the same atmosphere. And guess what? We are going to have an atmosphere or a society where an opponent is an enemy. And those who are now saying that Kir is right, everything that he has been doing is okay, they are simply promoting this kind of atmosphere, and they are pretty much exacerbating such kind of a society to exist in South Sudan. And that is very unfortunate. It is very unfortunate because it is our society. Where are our children going to survive in the future? Jongkor, do you want your child to be in a society where if he or she disagrees with something, he becomes liable to death?
No, of course.
That is very unfortunate. Yes, that is very unfortunate. And we live in a very, very diverse society in South Sudan. You know, we are kind of living in, we are instituted in tribes, right? And here is a situation where we are going through a situation where it seems to be apparent right now that people of a particular tribe wants to pretty much always give a long tick to whatever is happening, irrespective of what principle, whether these things are right or wrong. This actually makes the other tribes kind of feel that it looks like these people are simply seconding this thing simply because they seem to be coming from the same tribe, even though in actual sense, it is not absolute that each and every person in that tribe is giving a long tick, but it kind of gives a rough picture as such. Yeah. And make people to be speaking about a tribe sometimes in a very detrimental way. I don't know if you have noticed that.
Yeah, I do.
And it's really very, yeah, it's very unfortunate. But then if we really want to, all the people of South Sudan, irrespective of their tribes, want to stand behind very good principles where people's lives are not taken unnecessarily and people's human rights are being respected, then we should be very careful of what we support. And I'm speaking this directly to the people who seem to support activities that seems to unnecessarily promote such kind of killings that are happening in South Sudan. As far as their mental capacity is concerned, especially of that of the president, I think he's not mentally incapacitated, or he's not really insane. There is no degree of insanity, but he just
the way he's doing things, the way he's dealing with people, that's what put us in that position to us is mental capacity, you know. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I hope we have good doctors in South Sudan. Maybe he could go and take a test. But I think he is just not very wise. You know, he doesn't have that wisdom as a president to manage the diverse society that we come from in South Sudan. You see, and I think this is my opinion. As far as that is concerned. And then when he talked about incentive, I'm really very surprised why a leader of a country would ask his incentive, because what if you're a leader of a country, you want your nation to be in peace, you want calm in the country so that everybody will prosper on his or her own way. Why raise questions of incentive if you're the head of the state or leader of everybody?
That goes back to what we have been saying. We keep saying that President Kiir actually, when he went to Bush, he didn't go there just to fight for the people of South Sudan. He won a reward, and we have seen that. What in the world you will send a letter to a criminal, to a thief, to bring the money back? What in the world that you will take all the powers so you cannot persecute? Okay, you can do whatever. You can write a check and you can go and withdraw money and you can do whatever you wanted to do. We have been saying this for a long time, that this man, he wanted to reward himself. He wanted to reward those who are around him. And that's why it came in the question incentive. Okay, what I'm getting out of this? Why signing peace? Okay, what are you going to give me? Imagine. That will make you wonder and you will ask, is he fit? And we have been saying that he's not fit for a long time. Hey, continue. I want to give you the last word because I have a long list here. Sabata.
Yeah. Well, Jongkor, by the way, thank you very much for inviting me. I just want to clarify that I'm giving my opinion as a concerned South Sudanese. I'm not a supporter of the IO. I'm not a supporter of Dr. Riak. I'm not a supporter of SPLM. I'm not a supporter of Kir and his cohorts. I'm a South Sudanese. I wish all the best for South Sudanese. I wish we have a better society and a better nation, and also a good state in South Sudan. Thank you for inviting me. I'm right now in Texas. I've come back to the truck driving. As you can see, I'm in a truck and there's a lot of noise.
See, I know.
So I went.
A political scientist driving a truck in the United States. What a world. I know. You know. Anyway, thank you so much, Sabata. You know, I'll see you around.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you.
All right, let me go ahead here and look. I know that Tongyang has requested. I know. Okay, let me go ahead and do this because it looked like Teresa, she's going to go somewhere. Let me go ahead and call you, Teresa, if you are not ready. And then maybe I can wait. And then I'll bring you Wilson as well. Wilson, I do see your request, actually. Okay, Teresa, let me go for Wilson at now. And then I will come back to you. Let me go ahead for Wilson Lado. Because Wilson, I'm waiting. And I want you to send you a request, Tongyang. And Dr. Madud.
Hello?
Madud, are you? Ahlan,
Hello?
ahlan, yeah. I'm so sorry, my brother, because there is a big line here. And that's why, you know, I keep going and back and forth.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Yes. Thank you. I would like to thank you for giving me this chance, and for the audience out there. It's been a long time. I will be very brief. I will start once right away with the medical doctor who have stated about the general health status of our president. As a physician and as a medical doctor, it is very unfortunate that he's not supposed to disclose any health state of the president without his consent. This is number one, and this is in consistence with the ethics of being a physician and professional medical doctor. And number two, he have already put himself into a list, into a risk list, because he was saying that he is going back after 2 months, and I would like to advise him that this have already put him in that list, and definitely this is what I would like to reiterate. And number two, regarding the president's speech, that he regretted not to spare the life of the members of G10. And let me be very clear so that my audience understand why he regrets. Because the president decreed a general amnesty. A general amnesty, he have decreed it against any person who have taken arms against the government and against the country in order to be freely released. This is a general amnesty. The general amnesty that he have decreed to the G10 group was actually meant in order for them to start a preliminary peace initiative within South Sudan by then. And as you can see, how it comes that they were able to be smuggled through the international airport in Juba, despite of the watchful internal security of the government. But then the president decreed the general amnesty. It was meant for a preliminary peace initiative with G10 in order to prepare for the inclusive peace initiative. But out of a sudden,
but
yes.
Wilson,
Yes. Yes.
What do you think about the statement of the president and the incentive thing? Why would he regret for not killing those compatriots, those brothers, those citizens? And why would he say that? What is my incentive for signing peace or for stepping down? You know, these are very important, you know, and crucial point here.
Yes, I'm coming to this point. As you can see in many interviews that I have reiterated, I said it is very unfortunate. As you can see right now, the president is so frustrated. As you can see, the mounting pressure that has been put on him, and you can see the government is no longer functioning in all aspects. And now, as we are approaching the peace talks in Addis Ababa, President has come and realized that even the inner circles that have been guiding him and instructing him through all this time around is now under a mounting pressure from international community. As you can see, the release of Dr. Riek Machar and the defections of the former chief of his staff, Paul Malong, all these are mounting pressures that now the president and his aide found themselves that they were now in a very
but still, Wilson,
Wilson,
is that a justification for the president to say that I regret for not killing them because there is a pressure, there is no money, and he's the one that caused all this problem? Actually, is that a justification because of all this pressure to say that I should have killed them? I'm sorry. Now they are not dead. They are causing all this headache, and they're putting me under the pressure, and I'm going through hardship. I should have, you know, left alone, you know, to be a king for this country.
Yes, definitely. This is the frustration and lamentations of that you have entrusted them before. And right now he see that his back is now his back. There is nobody there at his back. And this is all now lamentation and frustration. And this is politics. President is saying that today and tomorrow after signing the peace agreement, every statement will be changing as well. So the most important indications here, what the president is assuring and asserting right now is all desperation, is all frustration and signs of desperations, because he has found himself in a very critical situation. Even the top aides here, the inner circles right now, is not longer there with the president. And you can make that very clearly. You can see the doctor who is now making a statement against his mental incapacity and again his physical health as well. He knows that when he come out with this statement, he knows he's not gonna go back there. And he was one that has been entrusted with the hell of the president. And it's very unfortunate statement as well, and I agree for that. And even the statement that he has made during the farewell of the deceased General Ajongo is very unfortunate. It's also exposing the evidence that the corruption in our system, the corruption in the government is so huge it can no longer be denied because it has been exposed out. One of the corruption is that there is no any pension system in the country, and since then, when you have installed in this government, it's supposed a general like Ajongo who have saved this country, when he reached into his final moments and he departed this world, his kids are supposed to be taken care of. When like the other marchers who have devoted their life for this country should have been taken care of, and that should be through establishing a pension institutions that will take care of the kids of the marchers. But that is not longer there, and this is a clear evidence that the country is not functional. The country is been run out of the institutions. And this is a clear indication that the mounting pressure of the international community right now, if you can see the adjournment of the peace agreement from 26 up to the 30s, and now it's been adjourned from the 2nd of May up to the 6th of 17. May. This is all an effort that is being in order to make sure that the upcoming peace negotiation in Ethiopia should be inclusive, so that it can put an end to all these situations that we are in right now. So here, what's important right now, we have known already the state of our presidents that is now in a mounting pressure. and even the top and the top aides and the inner circles are now backing away from the president. And this is a clear indication that the peace talks in Ethiopia is going to be inclusive. And despite of all these optimisms, despite of this pessimism, I'm quite certain that this peace agreement that is going to take place in Ethiopia is going to yield to us a tangible results, and a country finally is going to be headed towards a peace, and definitely an independent institution is going to be installed in place, and then this independent institution is going to put the country into a right path once again. So let me make myself very clear. I don't agree with the president and the state of the president that he is in right now. This is a clear indication of desperation and frustration and lamentations. And this is all also saving the people of South Sudan, that peace is going to prevail very soon. And this is the most important aspects that I would like to make it very clear. And once again, let me thank you, let me thank the audience for giving me this chance. And if I've stated earlier that I will not be coming out in a live video, but then this situation right now warranted me and requested me in order to come and clarify these points and also to see at the same time that is going to boost up the morale of the peace. Even the other warring parties is now going to prepare very well, and together with the current government, that peace is going to prevail soon or later. And I'm looking forward, if there is any questions or if there is other points that have not been clarified, I will be ready in order to make them very clear to the audience out there. Otherwise, I'm so thankful and grateful to everybody and to the audience. And I would like to say thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And we will be working all together despite of all these situations. Peace is going to prevail pretty much soon. I would like all the audience in South Sudanese, in diaspora, back home, and the international community, that this is the right time that we will continue our tireless efforts together under a team of the well-wishers of the peace, and that definitely our people is going to see the peace, whether here in diaspora or whether back home. Let's have that good spirit, let's have good heart, let's have good vision, and together as the people of South Sudan, irregardless of our tribe, irregardless of our political affiliations, I love you, I respect you. Our common goal is an ultimate peace, so that we prepare a good way and a good life for the upcoming generations. And thank you so much. This is a moral and political obligations to all of us to continue. And God bless all of you. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you, Lado. Thank you for very articulate point, thoughtful, always, as usual. You don't need to quit, making life is so important. We have to speak up, for the truth. Thank you, my brother.
Let me add this one. Let me add this one. It is not in the interest. It is not in the interest of people of South Sudan or any political group or all the warring parties for us in order to come out and mental state of the president and the general health states of our presidents, because we need him in these peace negotiations, and definitely we need to make sure that we also reserve his right and reserve his respect, because it's not only to the doctor. We can disagree in terms of politics, but then we get to respect our president. There is no need for us in order to try to disable him mentally or physically. That is not going to advance our cause in order to bring our peace as soon as possible. Let's be very wise enough. Right now, we need each other. We are going to discuss our peace in terms of peaceful solutions, bringing all the options on the table, and embrace our differences and out our differences in a very logical, in a very broadly and sistely way, in order in such a way we can be able to resolve this once and for all. And thank you so much. And this is very critical point. We got to respect our president, and we don't have to disclose anything about his health. And this is, as I have said it, in terms of ethics and moral work of being a physician, a professional MD, you cannot do that without his consent. And even also to our political and warring parties as well, even if we disagree with him in terms of politics, but then we have to make sure that we are going in order to negotiate with him as the head of his state, then it is very critical that we need to back him up to make sure that we are so wise in order to reserve his rights in terms of his health, because he's one of our icons that have also worked hard and liberated this country, and he deserves that right despite of our disagreement with him in the way how he has been running the business of our country. So this is the things that we would like to bring in there. We have to talk a mature politics, a politics that will not tear us apart, but a politics that we can disagree to agree, as long as we would like to make sure that the common goal is to bring about a durable and sustainable peace. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lado. Thank you for thoughtful, information right there. Let me go ahead and see it. And I may ask you again, all the concerned citizens of South Sudan who are watching now, I want you to share this video because we were disrupted from the first one. We were about, almost 200 viewers that time. So some people, they left and they are unable to come back. I want you to share it because by sharing it, actually, it will reach to these people. And then it will reach to those people who are not here now because friend of my friend of my friend. So go ahead and do that so we can have people, view it and benefit from what we are discussing here today. Meanwhile, I want to let you know that, my friends, if you want to speak, I don't favor anyone because I've seen some individuals, they say that, hey, you have been calling one-sided. Those are all concerned citizens of South Sudan, whether we are a government or you are an IO, we are an opposition, we are a G10, G7, G4, and whatever can be. This forum is for all concerned citizens of South Sudan, okay? You just need to request. Push the green button, and then it will appear. And instead of writing invite me, because when you write invite me, I have very long list to go up. Imagine you scrolling down to 100, sometimes, I can make a mistake and then it can disrupt the video as well. So I'm advising you to request it. I'm not favoring, believe me, I'm not favoring anyone. You are all my concerned citizens of South Sudan. We love you all and we are concerned about our country. That's why we are here, to speak together, together, So it's so important, I want you to do that, please. So I can call you, but I'm not favoring anyone. I want you to remember that. Okay. Okay. Let me go ahead here and. So, let me go ahead and call women because we have been all guys, speaking. Unless I hit the wrong button, and then, but. Hello.
Alan.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying unless I hit the wrong button because I was intent actually to call, a female, but anyway, it's okay. We can go ahead and have you as well. It's not a problem.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. Welcome to Concerned Citizen of South Sudan.
I'm Mr. Jongkor. Jongkor was Jongkor. Okay.
As you read it, my name is Jongkor, yes.
Okay. Jongkor, mana betao belukaden kamu jadi sudah shakala.
Don't worry about the name, and there is a lot of issues that important than the name, Our concern now is South Sudan, right? Have you read the topic? Are you aware of the topic, brother?
No, I need you to tell you what we are talking about because I cannot just jump over anything I don't know. You have to explain to me what we are talking and what we need. That is, we're going to find a way how to take our country together.
So you didn't read topic at all?
No, you can explain to me because I want to answer your invitation and to give you also some idea.
Okay. It looked like, you requested it, but yeah, meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead, but I want to advise everybody when you come on as well, I want you to read the topic so we can make our life easier, so we can discuss the issue together. So our topic today, my brother there, the speech that Kir has given, Kir has regret for not killing former detainees. And also he has indicated in his speech that what is my incentive? What is the incentive for signing peace or for stepping aside? So these are the two things that we are discussing today. Please, go ahead.
اوكي. انا سميته من ادويت قبل. انت كبره بكلام بتاع ربنا، صح ولا ما صح؟
What?
انت كبره بكلام بتاع ربنا، حاجه زي شكل ابونا كده والباستر والوات، مش عندك شغل ده؟
Do you understand the topic? Do you understand what I said?
Yeah, I just coming in now, so I want to ask you
And
if you
then
have a fight.
why you are asking about the issue of God and something? What he has to do with this?
Okay.
What he has to do with this?
And I have to tell you.
Listen, I'm not a pastor. I'm not a sheikh. Okay. Why do you have to ask me that question? I'm hosting a program, and we already clear on our topic.
أنا ممكن أقول لك عشان بعدين ما نتلقوا، عشان بعدين أنا ميجي بباد بتاعي، ممكن باد بتاعي شغال ولا ما شغال.
I think you look like
الكلام بتاع
I'm sorry, brother. I'm going to excuse you. I'm going to excuse you because you are not well informed with what you're doing. So please go and read the topic and come ready, and then we will be able to accommodate you. I really am apologize because we don't want to waste time for things that are not related to what we are talking today. It will not be good. It's not wise. Okay. I don't know. I apologize because